Hello everybody, I am your fine furry friend Awesome Corn Possum, and welcome to the first video on this channel where we're going to be playing a little bit of RimWorld. So if you don't know what RimWorld is, it's a kind of simulation game where you are controlling a group of crash-landed survivors from a spaceship crash, and some wacky things happen, some wild things happen, and part of the fun of the game is just the randomness. So let's get started and see what happens. So we'll start a new colony. I played this a little bit yesterday just to get myself reacquainted with it because I haven't played it in a while. Some things have changed, so it'll be kind of a learning experience together to find out what things have changed. Some different scenarios. We're going to just choose the normal crash landed scenario, and here are our difficulty options. I'm going to be going with Cassandra Classic. It's just kind of your standard RimWorld experience. There's Phoebe Chillax for a more relaxing, easier experience, and Randy Random, where completely random things happen. It's really your super hard mode. But let's go for Cassandra Classic at a medium difficulty level, and we'll do commitment mode. So when bad things happen, right? So no save scumming and going back. Oh, sorry about that, had to drop the volume for just a second, but alright, we are back. Let's see. We're going to be creating the world we're in. I guess, as I said, this game is all about randomness, so this game seed is thirsty. Okay, and so here's the world we're on. We have to pick a starting location. I'm just going to click random several times to try to find a really good location. Temperate forest, flat. I don't really like that. I want more mountains. Let's see if we can just figure out boreal forest. Maybe up here in the mountains with boreal forest and some hills, large hills. Okay, so here's our starting location. Boreal forest, so it's going to have some harsh winters, but some good amount of food that we can find. Large hills, so we can start mining into the mountains and getting some resources and building places to live. Average temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not going to be super freezing cold for our people. So let's try here. Okay, so again, here's a little bit of randomness. Here's where you select your starting 3 colonists. And see who we've got. We've got Denver, a medieval lord. He's really great at melee and shooting, but he's incapable of basically everything else. He can't do dumb labor, so he can't haul things. He can't do skilled labor, so he can't cook or craft. But he's really great at social, so that means chatting with people, recruiting other people, trading with people, and apparently really great at researching drugs. So I'm not sure we're going to be getting that or researching in drug synthesis. Not sure we're going to be using the drug synthesis very much, but researching we'll definitely use. Here we have Chinatsu Hamster, a medieval slave as a child and a housemaid as an adult. Great at construction, mining, cooking, planting. Okay, so that's pretty good. Otis, a war refugee nurse. Incapable of violence, so they cannot fight. Probably because they were a war refugee. Fast walking, gourmand, jealous. Again, great social, great medical. I think this is good. I mean, we could select some other people, but again, the name of the game is randomness, so we'll go with what we have. Do have a little bit of an interesting selection here, where Denver and Hamster are apparently ex-spouses, and they do not like each other because of this. But let's see what we got. Okay, so our people fall to the ground. Let's pause and see what we got. So, large area of water here. Bit of an inside cave. It's interesting. Some ruined buildings. Okay, we probably want to set up here in this clearing. It'll be our first stop. I wish some of these empty buildings were nearby because we could really use them. Maybe we could grab this one. We'd have to mine into it, and that's the problem. We don't know what's inside. There could be a really dangerous thing in there. No, we'll try. We'll put our beds in there, and hopefully nothing terrible happens, but that is the name of the game when awful things happen to you. So what we're doing here is we're just allowing the colonists to interact with these items. It's kind of tedious from the start. So first thing we'll do really, I think, is assign jobs. The game has gotten really good, I think, with the latest update is of auto assigning the jobs. But let's see what we got. So work here. So here are all the different things that someone can do. Be a doctor. So Otis, our nurse, has the highest doctoring skills at 11. The other people don't have as good, 3 and 4. So the game has auto decided that Otis should be the primary doctor, and these people shouldn't do it because they're more likely to screw up. Warden, again, that's our dealing with prisoners. Denver, we saw him at the beginning. He's really social, so he can interact with people, similar with Otis. So this looks good. We'll have one hunter only, Denver. Handling, that's interacting with animals, so training our animal, we started with one dog, or taming wild animals on the screen. I kind of want to start here allowing Otis to also grow plants. He's not great at it, but he does have a little flame icon, which means it's something he's interested in. His experience will he'll level up faster with that. Similarly, it's probably a bad idea to have him cut plants because he might botch a harvest, but we'll try it out. Only one miner. That makes it a little difficult, but let's see what we got. I don't want to have Otis also mine because he's our primary with all these other things. Hamster is good at these items and has an interest in them, so let's just have him do those two, maybe. And then I'm also interested in making kind of a work schedule for them, so they know what to do, when to do. Let's give them a couple hours in the morning to wake up and do whatever they need to do. Then they work for a few hours, maybe they get a couple hours off, and then work again in the evening or the afternoon. So first things first after that is to set up a couple stockpiles. So we probably want to set up a dumping ground. So we'll just zone a dumping stockpile over here. They'll just move trash and rocks and stuff over here. And then for now, let's create a stockpile zone for our good items, stuff we want to keep. And we'll throw that here. Let's also chop these trees because they're in the way. And now the time to find out what's inside of the scary room. So let's deconstruct this wall. Get things started, get things moving around. We actually do need to do one more thing, and that's decide who is equipping what. So our one person, Otis I think it was, is unable to fight. So yeah, is it you, Otis? Incapable of violence. So yeah, you can't fight, so I'm not going to give you any of the weapons. So Hamster, I need to find out who's good at shooting. You're bad at shooting, you're great at shooting. Okay, Denver, you pick up the bolt action rifle. Hamster, you pick up the knife. I do want to equip them with these other items. Let's just increase the audio, game audio for a little bit here. Seems a little low. I do want to equip these other items like the pants and the helmet here, but we'll wait until they move them all to the stockpile room. Game audio seems really low. Do we have options for this? Okay, hopefully that's better. Alright, so let's get things started. I'll just speed up time a little bit. Oh, first let's check our animals, because we know we have our Labrador Fiona. She's already tame and is obedient, but we can train her in these other things. So release her to attack, rescue downed people, haul items. That's always great. Follow, sure. And then someone's gonna work with the dog and train them on that. It's gonna be either of these two, Denver or Otis, whoever finds the time for it. Okay, good. So there was no scary items in there. So let's deconstruct these walls. We sort of don't need them. Let's build a wooden door. And we really need some beds. I could probably just do with some sleeping spots, but let's throw some beds in. They're going to be really tight. They're not going to appreciate that. Collins is not going to appreciate that, but... And we'll make a bed for the dog, too. So this hopefully just going to be temporary shelter until we get our main shelter set up. There's probably some other items that crash landed around here. Some more food. So I wish the game would just auto allow you to find these items, for to see these things here. So allow these. Now the game audio might actually be too loud, so let's try to reset that. Really love this soundtrack. Oh yeah, so our food fell over here and our people were not going to go get it. So that would have been very unfortunate for us to miss out on some free food. Okay, so we're building the beds. Denver, I don't know what you're doing. You're just hanging out. Okay, so the game's indicating to us we need beds. We're building those. We need some kind of recreation. We can't do a lot with recreation right now. So let's drop a horseshoe pin. Just to give them something fun to do. We're gonna need some light sources in here. So what do we have in the furniture? Let's just put a torch lamp just for now. Eventually we'll get electronics and we can have light bulbs. But we also want to start growing some food because I'm not going to survive here for long without food. So set some zones, some growing zones. I don't know, 6x8. 6x8. So we can set where potatoes, corn, sure. We'd really want to eventually get to maybe some heal root so we can make medicine out of that, but don't know if we have a grower with skill 8, so let's check that out. Oh, we do. Hamster. You're our lifesaver. Okay, so let's make a small growing zone for that. By 4 maybe. It's a little off center, but whatever, who cares? Okay, let's speed up. Probably also gonna set some sorry, I was thinking about the audio here. Set some orders to mine out the steel here. Apologies for having to set the volume so much. Okay, so yeah, like as I said, let's set up some orders to mine out some of the steel. So it's great that we got the dog, because the dog can do things for us, but it's also kind of bad because he'll need to eat meat, I think. If you have another kind of animal that's more useless, let's say like a iguana, they'll be able to eat the grass around and you won't have to actually make food for them. But fortunately, I think we're going to end up having to feed Fiona. She will kind of hunt on her own and kill items like this little rat here, but in the long run that might be bad news for us. Okay guys, okay, we're not, I guess I was like, why aren't we hauling these items into here? But that's because they have more pressing things to do, like start building plant or start growing plants. We will want our little stockpile zone here to be roofed, so items don't degrade when they get rained on. So let's build a structure for that. Wooden walls, because we've got a lot of wood here to use. And we'll put a door in the corner. And then once these walls and door are built, and this is an enclosed area, their colonists will automatically roof it off. Yep. We probably want this stockpile to be bigger, so let's also set an order for that. Mine out. Oh, Fiona, why aren't you sleeping in your box? Is it because you are too big? Fits smaller animals and small dogs, and you're not a small dog, so unfortunately it's kind of a waste of wood. What do we have you can sleep in? An animal bed, but we don't have any cloth, so I'll just give you a sleeping spot. Yep, see, they just roofed everything off there. Keep hauling, keep hauling. Okay, so eventually, since I know how this game is going to work, we're going to want a prison area. So maybe this little area right here next to the stockpile will work well. So let's see. Build a structure. Put some walls. A door. We'll also want a place for our people to eat, because they don't like eating standing up, so they'll want a table, chairs. Now, I said this was going to be our temporary location, but we're kind of building infrastructure over here, unfortunately. So maybe we'll make the dining area over here, trying to force us to think in this direction. Don't know how big this should be. Let's just make it large enough. Yeah, I don't really care about the symmetry of things. I know a lot of game players want to make sure everything is pretty symmetrical. But we'll build that. We'll have our dining table in here. Speed up time for now. They're still hauling things over from down here. It's going to take a while because I think we only have the one, maybe two haulers. We have one colonist idle. Denver's just wandering around. So what is Denver spec to do? Oh yeah, he can't do any manual labor or intelligent labor, and only research. So maybe we should kind of rush a research table to get them something to do. It's also a hunter, but I'm not really hunting anything right now because the meat will spoil. I don't have a refrigerator. I'm not even sure we can get that without research. So once this room is complete, maybe we'll put a research table in there. Let's remove these trees from in there because it'd be kind of funky. Have a walled off area with all these trees in it. Cut plants. It's a little different than chop wood. Chop wood only chops like mature trees that you can get wood out of. Cut plants cuts everything. sorry for the loss of audio there. Just wanted to try to again cut down the audio a little bit. Seems like it was peaking out. Denver is yet again doing nothing, but again, there's nothing we can do for him right now. So our little prison area, we do need some more stuff in here. So a wooden bed, put a torch in there. Might also put a small table in there so our guests can have a place to eat and make them feel a little bit better, and then they might join us. We can kind of negotiate with them and have them join our little tribe here. So we're cutting the wood over here, building out the research/dining area. So, unfortunately, it's bedtime. They did not finish roofing this off yet, but you know, let's give them a lamp. On other side. Needs warm clothes. Okay, so we are in spring. We're gonna have a little bit of reprieve before fall and winter get here, but it is cold. So it's 32 degrees at night. So we might want to work on hunting, or maybe growing some cotton so we can tailor some plants. Needs defenses, so the game is kind of warning us that some enemies are going to be coming soon as kind of a scripted event. So fortunately, I don't know which way they might come from. They could filter through here, through this side, just we don't know. So have to set up a few different zones. So sandbags, just set up an array of sandbags in case they come this way. Similarly here, they might come up from this direction. So maybe we set up some sandbags. This is probably kind of overkill for the size because we only have 3 people for now, at least. They're probably not gonna come through the water from this direction, but let's go ahead and set up some sandbags along this way just in case. It's more likely that they would want to come, anybody that's attacking us would want to come from this direction up through here. And they might skirt around this side, so I wouldn't want to put my defenses here. So maybe some sandbags along this way. And this could give them some cover, so let's mine those out. Those little pillars there. Okay, so the room's set up. So what do we need? Again, we need something for Denver to do. So under production, we have a simple research bench. I'll give him something to do. Okay, it's just saying he'll be cold in there, but that's alright. And what do we have for power? See, we don't really know how to make batteries. I think we have to research that. So even if we built a wind turbine, we could maybe use a wood fire generator, but again, we're gonna be wasting a lot of electricity because we won't have any batteries. So Unfortunately, we won't have a lot of electrical equipment just yet. We do need a butcher table because we will be hunting eventually. That in this corner. And a tailoring. Oops. To make some of those clothings we need, so we should also probably think about some kind of stove. So it's a fueled stove. We'll have to put wood in it, but we should probably have plenty of wood. Yeah, here's nice, I guess. And just give them kind of some stools to sit on while they work. Oh yeah, this was also going to be our dining room, wasn't it? So, what do we have for tables? Maybe they can dine over here. Let's make some chairs. We have our two people that don't really care for each other, the ex-spouses, so maybe they can sit opposite each other in the long ways. How are we doing with those defenses? Oh, we have a visitor. We have somebody from the neighboring tribe. An AI programmer is visiting the colony. Where is he? Okay, over here. So he'll just get closer and then maybe we can trade and buy some stuff from him. So who is our best social person? 14. So Denver. Let's give you something to do, Denver. Go trade with Flea. See what we can get. So we trade with our silver. We have 800 to buy things with. What does he have? He's got a revolver for 187 that we can buy. An advanced helmet that we can buy. We have a bunch of medicine. We're growing some heal roots, so we probably don't need to buy the medicine. Price for the packaged survival meals. You know what? I was thinking that's probably too high, but what else am I going to be using my silver for? So we wouldn't want to run out of food early, so especially since our dog might be eating some packaged survival meals as well, so let's go ahead and buy them. So he's dropped them here, and we've given him some of our silver, which is up here. Just fast forward time. So I think we're gonna need some more wood. We've got all these wooden components that we're trying to build, but no wood in the stockpile. So why don't we set an order for that? To chop wood. Just all the wood. We need all the wood. Just fast forward time until morning, and then they can get up and get to building. Bye, Flea. Oh, so now we get the option to name our area. So I'm just going to pick whatever is given here. So our faction will be called Yunt. And in the settlement of Haden. Sure, good, whatever. I don't care. Somebody start chopping trees. Thank you, Otis. Oh, of course you want to build the prisoner room first. Even though we have no prisoners. But I did set it up early, so that's my fault. Problem you run into, unfortunately, is when you have a prisoner and no place to put them. Then you scramble to make a prison. Alright, we've made the research project, or research bench, so Denver can get on with something. What do we want? Let's research. Probably batteries? Oh! Wait. A mad squirrel. Who is the mad squirrel? You are the mad squirrel. Oh no, we're being attacked by a mad squirrel. Hamster, you are fleeing. You can fight. Attack the squirrel. Denver, I really don't want you to shoot the squirrel while Hamster is in there, because you will undoubtedly shoot Hamster. Surely you can kill a squirrel, Hamster. There you go. Okay, so you're damaged though. What do you have? Bruised in the leg and bit in the torso. So you'll go lay down and get healed. Let's allow the dead squirrel and we'll butcher. Denver, aren't you researching? Denver? Why aren't you researching? Did we not set the research project? We did not, because of the squirrel. Thank you, Denver. Okay, so Hamster's up here. She's recovering. Someone has bandaged her. Yep, and Otis is being very nice and feeding Hamster. I don't know why she really needs bed rest when she just got bitten by a squirrel. It wasn't too serious of an injury, but whatever. And now Hamster is fully healed. Alright, well, as we come towards the end of the day here, I think we're going to end it in this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you had any suggestions, let me know. Games you want to see, things you want to do differently, or see me do differently in these videos, let me know. Okay, thanks everybody.